Good day to you, sir. My name is Eric Anandan Anthony JAYAKUMAR, and my metrics ID is CB19061. So, first I'll be starting off first with my first module, which is the manage inventory inside of the inventory management system. So, I'll be focusing on two parts, which is one is the proposed change to request for the system, and also how the changes that has been implemented into the system. So first are the three what are the three proposed changes for the system. So the first one is the request for fixed error in the navigation bar link. The next is the request of the redesign of the button and the drop down menu instead of the manage inventory module. And the last but not least is the request for an add of a filter function inside this module. So the first one, which is the request to fix an error of the navigation bar link. So the reason why I propose for this change is because one, I noticed that as I'm trying to understand of this managed inventory module, I noticed that this module's navigation bar link isn't working as it's intended to. As when I try to click to go to another module, I got an error. So thus I requested for a change in the management to fix this error. So now I move on to the next one, which is to request for redesign for the drop down menu and the button. So the reason why I requested for this change is because I noticed that the button for the in item and out item and the more, which is a drop down menu to add and delete item, is not really the best user experience, and it might confuse users on what to click. Thus I propose for a redesign to make it much more simpler and better for the user experience as well. And the last proposed change is to add a filter function. The reason why I propose for add a filter function is because I noticed that as the data gets bigger, there's a lot of information in this table. Thus, users might get confused or might be having a hard time to find for specific data that they probably want to find. Thus, with a filter function, this can help to simplify it and also increase the readability for the user. So these are the three proposed changes for this module. So how do we implement them? So first of all, by fixing the navigation bar, I used the maintenance type, which is the corrective maintenance for this fix. One reason is because, so as we can see, this is the interface after the fix. Now I can go to I can use the navigation bar to go to other modules. So I noticed in the coding that the reason is because of the path. Thus I have to change the path of each of the navigation bar link. Thus it then only is able to work. So next is the redesign of the drop down menu. So this one I use the maintenance type called perfective maintenance, as is to help to increase the readability of the user as well. So as you can see on above in the interface, we can see that I've added all of the button and also the drop down and make it into one. So you can take the in item, out item, add item or delete item straight away. And as you can see, the coding is a much more simplified version, thus increase the understanding for even if in the future, if another developer wants to add other functions as well. So it will be much more simpler and faster to understand. The last but not least is by adding a filter function and using this filter function, I use the perfective maintenance as a way to implement this. This is the reason as to increase readability, reduce the time consuming for the user to find for specific data. So as you can see above, if the user enters a certain data, for example like the company name, he wants to find for a specific company name like Lixun, then all of the data will display of anything related to Lixun. Thus you can see there's 3 data and it will display all the 3 data. So in the coding we use PHP and we use implement functions. So this way that we can implement query. So only when it requires for example when to filter the information, then it will take the specific information and display it. So that's all from me. Now move on, I pass it on to the next module, which is the module 2. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Pravindaj Tamilvanen, matrix ID CB19088. Today I'm here to present my part, which is for module 2, manage book item. So for the proposed change, it is requested to add edit button. This edit function will serve a perfective measure. By adding this edit button, it will provide a better experience in using the system for staff, as the staff can edit booking details. So these changes has to be done is because after the staff adds booking details in the add booking form, if the staff mistakenly entered wrong details and wants to change the booking details, the staff cannot do it. This is because there is no edit option available to edit the booking details. Thus, the system should have edit booking details function to ease the staff job in editing the booking details. So this is the interface before the changes made. You can see here there are no any edit option or edit button here. So the implemented changes is I have added edit button on the booking list interface. This is the interface after the changes made. You can see here at the last column, we can see there is a edit button. So after click the edit button there, it will go to the edit form interface. So this is the edit form interface. After the staff entered the edited details, they can press the submit button here. After they press the submit button, it will update to the database. So that's all from me for my part. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SUHAIMI, CB 19033. Would like to present about Module 3, which is Manage Staff Information. Next, the proposed change of Manage Staff Information is add new function that is add Print Staff Information function. For this function, it will ease the admin to get hard copy of the staff information details when checking the item order list. So the admin no longer need to log in into the system each time they want to check the item order list. Besides, when there is a technical problem such as when the item is out of stock, the admin need to contact to the staff to inform about the problem. So the admin can use the hard copy to get the contact details of the staff to inform about the problem. So this is the interface of view admin information, where there is no print button exists to print the admin information. Same goes for view staff information interface. There is no print button exists in this interface. Next, this is the implemented change that I have made in the Manage Staff Information module. So as we see, this is the interface for view admin information. This is the admin information, and I have add print button to print the admin information. And for the current staff information, I also add the print staff information button to print the staff information. After admin click on print button in the main page of the admin information, it will display this report, where admin can click on the print button to print this report. Then it will generate this interface to print the admin information. So this is the interface after admin click on the print staff information button in the current staff information section, where admin can enter the staff ID to search the staff information and click on print button. And to go back, the admin can click on close button. After admin search for the staff ID, the system will generate the staff information report, where admin can click on print button to print this information or click close to cancel printing this information. Then the system will generate this interface to print the staff information. I think that's all for my module. Thank you.
Good day, doctor. My name is RAMANI and my matrix ID is CV19063. Today I am going to present module 4, which is Manage Generate Report. The first one, proposed change. It is requested to add a print button and also add a search bar. The print and search function will serve as a proactive maintenance measure. The requested change aims to reduce admin's workload and improve system usability. The purpose of the search function is to save admin's time and make it easier for them to find the items by their item ID. Every time the admin wants to look at an item on the inventory list, he or she must open the system. In order to avoid this kind of problem, it is requested to add a print button because the admin doesn't need to open the system every time when he wants to check on the inventory list. He can just print out the document, then he can check it whenever it is needed. And aside from that, the admin had some difficulty finding the inventory items since more than 1,000 items were added to the system. So since there are a lot of items added to the system, it will be difficult for the admin to search for the preferred item. So in order to search for the item easily, it is requested to add a search bar so the admin can easily search the item based on the item ID. This is the interface before the changes have been made without any print or search bar function. Implemented change. It is added a print button and also a search bar into the interfaces. After the changes, there is a search bar over here and also there is a print this page button over here. So whenever the admin needs to print out this document, he can click on the print this page. Then it will display this kind of interface where the admin can click on the print button if he wishes to continue this process, or also he can also click on the cancel button in order to cancel this printing function. And the last one is search bar. The admin can enter the item ID over here in the search bar, then it will display the item ID which is being searched by the admin. As we can see here, 226, the 22647 item is displayed here. So the admin can take a look into the item details. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Culture Brenda and my matrix ID is CB19069. I'm from Malindo Airways, and the system that we are going to maintain is Inventory Management System, which is also known as IVMS. The module that I'm in charge is the last module, which is Manage Audit module. For this module, I have implemented two changes. The first enhancement is adding required fields function in the Add and Edit Audit Report pages. This function is to prevent users from missing out insert any relevant details. So first of all, let's have a look at Add Audit Report page. Before implementation, the users are able to submit the form successfully, although the description field is still empty. But after implementation, if the users have not inserted any details and click on the Save button, the system will pop out a notify message. Please fill out this field to inform the users that they haven't inserted all of the details. Same goes to Edit Audit Report page. Before implementation, the users are able to submit the form successfully, although some of the fields haven't been inserted yet. But after implementation, if the users have not inserted any details and click on the Submit button, the system will also pop up a notify message. So for example here, a notify message has been popped up in the audit date field as the user have not selected the date yet. The second enhancement is adding print function in audit report list page. This function is to allow users to view the audit list more easier and faster. So before implementation, we can see that there is no print button in the audit report list page. But after implementation, a print button has been shown below the audit report list. When the users click on the print button, then the system will display the print audit report page. And users have to click again on the print button here. Then a print window will be pop up and the users are able to print out the audit list. Users also able to customize the print settings. For example, they can select the layout and also the file destination. Then they have to click on the save button. Then the audit list will be successfully print out. If the users don't want to print the audit list, they can also click on the cancel button here. So that's all from our group. Thank you.